Good morning. All right, yes, it really is morning that I'm doing this. It is Thursday. Normally on Thursdays I go to my sister's, but today it was her husband's birthday, and so this is his second one in heaven, and we just decided to stay to ourselves today. So this is a current book from Amazon. In fact, it is her newest that is available. There is another one, but it's on pre-order. So won't come out until the fall. So just have to wait till then. Yeah, so anyway, I think my sister is going to try to spend some time with her grandkids today, which I think is an awesome, awesome thing to do. So, alrighty, I am going to be doing glass. I've had the request before, we've done it before, but we're always all learning new things, so why not do it again? I am using the pencils by Color Ya. Number 401 is my lightest shade, and I'm not even sure, Shamrock Green maybe, I think. And then Basil, which is 326. This one is 401. So I just picked two shades that I liked that also coordinated with the opposite page. But you can do glass any color you want. You can do blue. You can do this tealy color. I mean, seriously, just any color you want. So the first thing I did was came through with the lightest shade and just very, very lightly got some color on there. I didn't want to get heavy and dark. I wanted to keep it fairly light. All right, that's with the lightest shade. So get all that lighter shade on there. So for you that stay till the end, we're going to do a partial flip through of what I've colored so far in this book. Okay, then here is that darker color, and I'm going to come in and get the corners pretty dark, but then the rest of it, did you see what I did? I was up here on the pencil. That gives me heavy control, and then back here makes me lighten up some so I don't snap the tip of the pencil off. All right, so if you're having problems with that, just loosen up a little on that pencil. So I go around the outside. I'm going to have to come up on that pencil a little bit. I am learning to do a lighter grip, and it has been pretty awesome. Now, see, I'm going to get down here between these little candy sticks and put just a little bit deeper color in there, and then get lighter as I come out. I'm a little bit darker in the curves and across the bottom because that is away from the top where the light would be coming down in. Okay? I always try to think of a why. Why is it that way? This is going to be darker on the edges because that's where it's wrapped around. And also this area would not get as much light because this is over the top of it. And I'm just doing the shape here just to give it some reflective light right there on the front. And then instead of on the top of this little ball, the handle, do on the bottom because the top is where that light would be hitting. Okay, let's do another one. We are all doing pretty good here at the Proctor household. Trying to think what's been going on since I've talked to y'all last. I've done a couple of book reviews. I hope you enjoyed those and they helped you to make a decision on some books. I also was notified yesterday by another artist, and I will be doing a couple of more book reviews in the near future. One of them is going to be flowers, and the other one is some all over designs, which I think are going to be really good to practice with alcohol pens and colored pencils and things like that. I'm looking forward to getting the flower book. Every flower is labeled on the page. So now I'm going to scrunch up on that pencil some, and I am going to deepen the corners just like I did in this one. So just deepen those corner areas. Anything that would be just a little bit darker, go ahead and get that done. I really like to do a lot of the deepening as I go, so I don't get lost on where I am, and I know when that piece is finished, I can go to the next one. All right, now this one is just a little bit different shape. I'm going to do the deeper part right through here. Yeah, I don't usually do the deeper first, but I'm going to. And then the deeper here. This just shows you can do it either way. There's not any hard and fast rules. See, this lip pokes out, so that's why there's a slight shadow underneath. And that spoon could be putting a little bit of shadow, and then lighter as we come in. Deeper on the corners just because the glass is a little thicker there. Okay, and then coming in with our little bit less pressure. Just making it look like that little molten look. Okay, then on these bottles, I decided they were going to have glass tops. So just put in a little bit of this color. Still in my deeper shade. I've already gone over it with the lighter shade. Okay. Now, somebody might say, well, what is all this in these containers? I don't know. I just knew that I wanted to stay with the rainbow theme I had going on. So that's what I did. So here on the sides, and then a little lighter in the middle, I went ahead and did all of this. I hope you can see around my hand. And this deeper. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on that circle yet. I may do it whatever color I do the scoops and the spoons. I may do all those one color. I don't know. So anyway, back up here. So again, in the corners, under right here. And that's not anybody that needed my attention if you heard my phone ding. I'm keeping an eye on it. You know, the in-laws are still out there with their health issues, and he's been having a really hard time getting around. If you remember back a month or so ago, he fell in the yard and bloodied up his face. Well, we're thinking he also messed up his leg, because he's getting to where it's really, really hard for him to get around. And he's happened to really rock 2 or 3 times to get off the couch. So his son is going to come in town and take him to the doctor sometime this week. We just don't know when. And then hopefully they'll share with us what the doctor said. So communication isn't always the best with everybody, but do what you can, you know. Granny seems to be doing fine. My mother-in-law, yeah. She's, you know, it's a decline, but dementia is. So you just take each day as you can. Okay, then you do the same thing on these. I want to go ahead and show you with this. This is from Walmart, and I tried it out just because I've not been able to get hold of the Posca pens as much. Okay, so now, do you see these lines here? I'm going over this one more time. I have had to go over these multiple times to get them to show up. But I do like the pen. It's, I probably should shake it first. That might would help. You hear the ball? Yeah, so, and then when you take the lid off, just look and make sure it's not drippy. So don't take it off over your picture like I just did. Okay, and I'm going to come in here and go across this again. It shows up best when you're on a really dark area, and mainly keep all your lines as parallel as possible. Okay? And they don't all have to be just straight lines. Look here, I'm going to go down the middle of this candy cane, maybe. I think I need to prime it again. When you prime it, you're pushing down and then give it a second so that it can start coming down. There we go, that's better. And I shouldn't put that right on top of my picture, but I don't think I smeared anything. So I'm going to go down the center of these candy canes, and that way it does give it just a little bit of shine on each one. And then I'm also going to go across, trying to keep that same angle. Okay, here, this is a little bit darker. We should be able to see this one better. Going the same angle. And again, it's taking me several times. Push that one more time. Don't push it right on your picture. That's not a good thing to do. I just did, but hey. So here, here, then maybe another broken line, a line through here, a line, maybe 2 or 3 little lines, some dots. They're not in your face, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be white shine that's in your face, but I don't want it in your face, okay? I want it just to be a hint of what's there. See, it's showing up good on this blue. Or my inks, oh there, my ink's just flowing good. Now, do you see how it turned? I got a little bit of that color on the tip. So it is actually picking up some of the color from the page. So I will wait till that's dry and go over it again. And it could be just because it's the pinks, but anywhere you need to after it's dry, see there? You can go right back over it again, and that will just brighten it up a bit. It's just that waiting for it to dry and then remembering to wipe off the tip of your pen if you're getting color on it, because you don't want to drag that color to something else and contaminate it. Okay, there, and it's gonna pick up that pink again. I know it is, but that's all right. Maybe that's the way it looks on that one. So see, I've got pink on the end again, so I'll wipe that off. So just keep an eye on wiping that off as you go. There's not really anything else that's going to have a big shine right there, but I just wanted to get that done so you'd be sure and see that area. Now, the other thing, I've got my darker color again, and I'm going to come around with my arm so I don't get in what I just did, but on this glass down here. Can you see what I'm doing? I think you can. Let me try to keep my arm out of your way. Here, what if I go this way? It's always a puzzle, isn't it? So I'm going to go under the bottom and then at the edges, those corners. On this one, I'm going to go right here, just curved, and then under the lip and under each of these sticks that these little pops are on. Under that lip. There's not a lip up here on these really. And then I'm going to go in on the edges just like I did the edges up here on everything. Okay? And again, glass is very imperfect. So, and I just did there because it was scooped down instead of pushed up. Helps lend to the movement. And I will do here some. I'll do here a bit. And then this in here, is actually, to me, layers of syrup or something. So I'm not going to do all of that. Now right here is the top lip of the glass. So I am going to go ahead and do that. There we go. Okay, so easy enough. Now, I did not do this as clear glass. Why? And this one? Because I can't see the food inside. These I can see what's inside. Okay? How will I finish the rest of this page? I don't know. I don't always plan everything when I'm doing a page. Sometimes I wing it. Sometimes I plan some. I planned enough to know that I wanted the rainbow. You know, that's always been God's promise in my life. And I just went from there then as a jump off point. So, yeah, when it rains and stuff, if Evie ever gets a little like, it's thunder, just remind her that God's never going to flood the whole earth at once again. And that he cares for us and is taking care of us. And then she's like, okay. She's so cute. She was over the other day. And Daryl, the weather's been wonky here. And he had a headache. I had just gotten rid of mine. And so he was not going with to take her home. I was going to take her home. She only lives like 30 minutes, maybe. Probably not even that far, depending on traffic. And so she says, Grandpa, you stay, you rest. And he's like, yeah, I need to. And she comes over and she goes over to the couch then and puts her head down and just starts praying for him. Oh, it just melts your little heart, you know? Just that she's being raised to know that she can stop right then on the spot and pray for people. It's a lovely, lovely little thing to see her do. And she'll be just like, God, thank you for the Grandpa. And she'll change it then. You know, she's thinking, thank you for the food. Or she'll start out, God is great. God is good. God, help my grandpa to feel better. You know. But I just think it's wonderful. It's a beautiful thing. And always just makes us a little teary-eyed to know that at her tender little age of, 3 1/4, that she's just all about knowing that God cares. You know, she may not understand all of God and what all it's entailed, but with what she understands, she's grabbing it. She is grabbing it and taking it. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so there's that. And I did say we'd do a little flip through, so I saved a little time. I will do a thorough flip through at some point, just not yet. I did also do the little door. So just to show you a few pages, I'm holding this page up so that anything that's still wet doesn't get damaged. Now this is the background on this is a YouTube video. I don't know if I did any of this on video or not. This is a YouTube video. I am very pleased with this page. Somebody did ask what I think this is. I think that is one of those stamps. You know what I'm talking about? Like the time date stamp or whatever. Okay, like this, but much smaller. This is one I use in scrapbooking. So, but that's what I took it to be, was a stamp. So, anyway, then there's the one across from it. There's that one. And there's a video somewhere in my videos on how to do these clouds. These clouds were actually done with pencil, but I also teach how to do it with other items. This shows one with the background colored and one with it not colored. Just a test I was doing. Yeah, sometimes I use gelatos, the coloring, not the ice cream. Sometimes I will use gel sticks, and sometimes I use chalk. This brick, there is a video on somewhere. There's a video on how to do these circles. There's a video on how to do light. There's lots of videos on how to do blending. There's a video on how to do these circles. Those were actually done with pencils. There's a video on how to do these ruffles on these flowers. So if y'all have missed out on some of this, go back and look, because I have all kinds of videos. Here's light coming out of just there. There's a video on that. Let's see, what else? Not finished there. Once you get light down, it will help. I think there's a video on how to do this light shading in the center so you can still read. And I just went over this with a gel pen and left it. I may come back over with some gel stick color. That's just metallic pencils I was playing with. There's another page. Not done the front cover yet. Let's see what we got going this way. You saw that. There's the one where I outlined all the flowers with a white pen. The one next to it's not done. See, that one's finished or close to, as is that one. And see, again, the lights. Learn to do the lighting. It will really, really be fun. The background on this is a video. There's another one, and that's lights. The waterfall is a video. I think these leaves are a video. Let's see if anything else. That's kind of where I'm at, is going through now from the front. I want to say part of this is a video. I'm going through from the front of this book now and trying to really just get these pages done in some sort of order. This out part is a video. This background is a video. There's lights again. I'm telling you, there's all sorts of lighting in books. So practice, practice, even if you need to do it over on some sort of paper. That's not finished yet. But again, there's lights. And then I did the back, and I took some notes on some of the pages, what I had done. I think this is from that page where I did the fruit. So if you need to pause and do any of that. So anyway, that's where I'm at. And yeah, I want to finish this book before her next one comes out in the fall. But I've got so many books that I'm reviewing and working in right now that I've got to kind of pick and choose what I'm doing. So, and again, this is one of those Dollar Tree, which isn't $1 anymore, $1.25 for these, and it's a 2-pack, and I cut it down to fit a standard book. Okay? All right, hope you've enjoyed. Hope you'll give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It lets me know how many folks are coming by and all that kind of thing. Let me know if there's anything that I can show you, or if you have questions, whatever. Okay? All right, I will talk at you in a few days. Bye.